Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that know me, welcome back. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Allie or Allison, and I am a flight attendant for a major US domestic carrier. I am also a mom, a wife, and I vlog about balancing my life and my trips and just everything in between and bring you guys along with me. So if that's something you're interested in, please subscribe. This video is pretty much just gonna be a little life update and kind of where I've been. I've had a pretty busy but not busy time lately, and just other things have gone on and just different things, but life's been a little bit, like I said, busy but not busy. So October 1st, was my first day officially at my new base in Houston, Texas. I was previously based in Dallas, Fort Worth for the last 3.5 years with my current airline, 4 years total because I worked for a different airline before. And it's been great, but commuting is not the easiest. I drove it mostly because flying was really hard, but it's just not easy. So, and I've talked about commuting in my other videos, and I'll put some link somewhere. But thankfully I don't have to commute anymore as of October 1st. I am a Houston-based flight attendant, and it's been great. I'll give a little update on that first, since I'm on the subject. Because I know some of you guys have been asking about what's the new base like, you know, how's it going? And oh my gosh, guys, it could not be going better. In Dallas, I was extremely, I should say, sorry, let me preface. From November of last year until I transferred, I have held a line, meaning that I'm not on reserve, I'm not on call. I have my days off, and then I have the trips that I'm set to work. I know what layovers I'm gonna be at, all that good stuff. And it's amazing. It's what every flight attendant wants when you know, move along and you've been here for so long, kind of thing. So I have been a line holder for a year, and as Dallas based, but in Dallas, I was extremely junior. Seniority is everything in this industry, and I was extremely junior, meaning that there were a lot of people that have been with the company, the airline, longer than I have, and there was a lot of people above me. Like, total at that time when in September, before I left in October, we had 500 and somewhere between 550 and 600 flight attendants total in the base of Dallas, and I was number like 330, somewhere in there. So it's not the worst, but definitely not the best, considering we only would have about 350 to 360 lines. So I was number 325 to 330 of those 350 lines that we got. So there weren't many line holders below me, so I would barely get anything approved because senior people take those trips and such. So it was just really hard, just made it a lot harder to manipulate my schedule the way I would like to. But now, being Houston based has changed that, and it's been so good. I'm still a line holder, of course, but now I am so senior. Like, it's crazy. I still can't believe how senior I am, and it's mostly because the base is very junior still, as far as like how long the majority of the people in the base have been there. So, and I just happen to be one of the top, you know, 100 people. So now I am number 70 out of 480 or 500 flight attendants. That is like a huge difference, obviously. And I did go down in October when I first started, because the base slowly grew. They don't just hire, or I should say, they don't just bring in everyone. People have the opportunity to transfer, and they also hired people specifically to be Houston based to grow it and fill in the spots where people didn't transfer. And each month people can transfer, every single month. But for the initial transfer, there was less than 200 of us, and I was number 37 in base. I forget how many flight attendants there were because it's grown so much in a short amount of time. But I was number 37. So I went from number 37 in October to November. I was number 44, I believe, 42 or 44. And then for December, I was number 57, 55, something like that. And now I'm number 70. So I've gone from number 37 in the beginning to now being number 70 for January's bids, which we're in January right now. So it's not too bad, not too bad. I was expecting more seniors to come into the base once, because some people like to wait, some flight attendants like to wait for a base to open and get established before they decide to make the jump and change. So yeah, I'm still not complaining because I'm very much higher up. Oh, I should say, out of the total amount of flight attendants, we have right now 380 lines, 400, I don't know, it's a lot of lines. I was even shocked for January how many lines we had. And again, I'm number 70 out of that 350, 380, something like that, lines that we have. So really senior. I get my first picks when it comes to swapping out trips. Usually I get my first or second pick. It just kind of depends on who's senior to me, trying to go for get those same trips. I can drop what I want. Again, that's all kind of seniority based at my airline. So I'm able to drop what I want and really manipulate my schedule how I want to. And the fact that I don't have to commute as far and drive 4 hours, now I only drive 30 minutes to the airport, and it's great. So the base has been great. My supervisor is actually a previous flight attendant that I used to work with in Dallas, and she is amazing, amazing. Love her. It's just nice that I have a supervisor that's somebody I know, you know, and you just have like a rapport with. So yeah, it's been going great. I have no complaints. It's been awesome. But I have been on a little bit of a hiatus. I'm sorry, you guys. I am gonna get back into filming more. I did kind of fall into a little bit of a creative rut, and then October, like I said, was kind of new base, getting everything figured out, and I didn't vlog much, if at all. And November 4th, my mother, who is, other than my husband, the main supporter I have at home to help me with my children, she had knee replacement surgery. So I didn't work much. I mostly did turns, which are day trips. I think I did one, or maybe one 3-day and a 2-day, and then like 4 turns, and that was it. I didn't work much. I had like 22 days off in November, mostly because she has 3 dogs, and she was going to be going out of town for her physical therapy, and stay with my aunt who could take better care of her. So kind of like 24-hour care, I should say, and really, you know, cater to her needs. So I stayed home and watched her dogs for her and took care of them so that she didn't have to board them and whatnot. So I really had to work only on weekends, you know, only day trips or turns, that kind of thing. Excuse me, day trips or 2 days. So it just kind of limited what I could do, because I tried to stay home as much as I could and only work when my husband and my kids were home so that they could be there for the dogs, kind of thing. And they're older dogs, so they just require a lot of, you know, care and attention. They're needy, but they're sweet. Another big kind of life update. My husband and I actually just sold our first ever home. The home that we've raised our 2 children in. Our goal is to upgrade and get a bigger place. Selling was stressful. Our 3-week close took 6, and not because of us. And there's a lot of negotiating and just some stress along the way. So we closed shortly before Christmas on that sale of our home. And now we've just been kind of chilling, you know, like taking it easy throughout the holidays. And now that it's January in 2023, we're gonna start full force into finding our next place and our next move. So right now we've actually been living at my mom's. Thankfully she has a guest house. So we've been staying there and just preparing for our next step. So the fact that I was living in her house and at her, you know, on her property, I could easily take care of the dogs while she was recuperating. Now she's back, taking care of my kids, and things are kind of going back to normal, and she's doing great. And then December flying, I kind of wanted to be home. I did manage, because I'm so senior now, to hold Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off as well. So that was nice to be home for literally all the holidays. I did also hold Thanksgiving off, of course, and Black Friday. Basically any day that in the airline industry, if you don't have it off already, you're not gonna get it off because they want you to work. They call it a critical day, and they make it to where you can't get rid of any trips unless someone picks it up from you, kind of thing. So, and you have to be pretty senior in order to get it, depending on how many lines they give out for that month with the holiday off. So that was really nice. I was a little spoiled for November and December because my seniority is so good right now. And I don't anticipate my seniority to change much. I think I'll stay in the top 100 in base. And yeah, it's been really nice. So yeah, December flying, again, it was kind of like November. I didn't fly much. And if I did, it wasn't for long. Like I wasn't going on more than like a 2-day trip kind of thing. Again, I did mostly turns. My mom was still not home yet, so she came home like mid-month, but I still didn't work much. I still made sure I tried to work mostly on weekends so she could come home and kind of just take the time to get ready for the holidays and Christmas and all that kind of stuff, and kind of get back into the swing of her life. And yeah, then I've had some things that just like straight up made me mad. All of December also, I pretty much have been fighting, I'm over it now thankfully, but I was pretty much fighting like just that cold sinusy stuff that's like been going around like crazy. I feel like everyone's got it. My kids got it, my husband, like we've all gone through it. Just the coughing, dry throat, just allergy related, you know, not quite sinus infection, but like something's going on. And then in the midst of that, I got a really bad sty, like an internal one. I actually had to go to the doctor to have it taken care of because it was getting so bad. It was right in the middle of my bottom eye and it was bad. I've never had one that bad, for sure, that didn't go away within like a day or two. I've had it, I'm still getting over it a little bit. There's still a little bit of redness, but it's pretty much gone. And it's going on like 2 weeks now, and it's like your eye, you know? So I don't even want to look at people. I'm trying to like hide it, you know, that kind of thing. So it's annoying. I feel like it's the only thing people are looking at. It's annoying. I got a cold sore on my lip a few days ago. Thankfully it's healing and going away. But again, I feel like everyone's just staring at it and there's not much I can do except medicine and wait for it to go away kind of thing, you know? But I feel like my daughter gave it to me because she's kissed my sister before, and my sister was really prone to getting cold sores. This is only like my second one in my entire life, and it's been years since I had one. And my sister swears that my daughter is like a carrier for it because every time she kisses on my daughter or my daughter kisses her, she gets one. So, but my daughter's never had one. It's weird. I don't know. If you know something about that, let me know. But, anyway, so I'm blaming Brooke. I'm blaming my daughter because I've never had one, especially one this big. So, don't know if you can see it, but I feel like everyone can, even though it's really not that bad, but it's just going away slowly, so. Faster than the sty, that's for sure. Apart from all of that, I just, like I said, kind of fell into a little bit of a creative rut and just kind of like felt boring. I don't know, but like I know I'm not boring, but like sometimes I feel that way, but I never want to seem fake, so I guess that's good. I'm authentically myself, or at least I try to be. But anyways, just wanted to give y'all a little update on my new base, life, and everything in between. So let's hope and pray that we buy a house soon, because I'm very anxious to have a new place. We've been living at my mom's for about 4 months now, and I'm ready to have my own space, be able to decorate, and, you know, make a place home again. So pray for that for us, that happens soon. Fingers crossed, whatever you do, because I want that to happen pretty soon. The housing market is pretty crazy right now. Interest rates are getting better, but we're trying to find that sweet spot and the right home for us. So hopefully that's gonna happen soon. And yeah, life's been good. But anyways, that's my little update for you guys. Hopefully I'll have a good, decent trip, longer trip, I should say, and I'll take you guys along with me then. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.